Sometimes what unfolds on screen isn't strictly acting. It's reality breaking through the script. From unexpected accidents to unscripted emotions and impromptu improvisations, some of the most unforgettable moments in film history were never planned. Whether it's a pulse-pounding stunt or a spontaneous laugh that became iconic, these instances show just how unpredictable and impactful filmmaking can be. Today, we're exploring 20 movie moments where fiction collided with real life, creating scenes that weren't scripted. Let's see which ones will make you view these films differently. Real blood in a Tarantino dinner scene. Certain moments in cinema become more memorable for unscripted actions than anything written. A prime example of this occurred during a key dinner scene in Django Unchained, involving an accidental injury that stayed in the final cut. While delivering an intense monologue at the table, Leonardo DiCaprio's character slams his hand onto a glass, shattering it. The outcome wasn't staged, it was real. DiCaprio's palm was genuinely cut, with visible bleeding. Remarkably, he didn't stop acting. Staying fully in character, he used the injury to heighten the scene's tension. His co-stars reacted naturally, clearly surprised, which added further authenticity. Director Quentin Tarantino later confirmed the take was so compelling that it remained in the film. The blood is entirely real, and DiCaprio's perseverance became a widely discussed example of dedication to craft. What could have been a moment to reset instead turned into one of modern cinema's most unforgettable scenes, a reminder that sometimes the most powerful performances arise from the unexpected. Terror at sea in Jaws. On-screen fear is often carefully staged, but in one unforgettable scene from Jaws, the panic was real. The opening sequence, where a young woman is attacked in the water, became one of cinema's most terrifying moments, not because of clever editing, but because of genuine fear. Susan Bland, portraying Chrissy Watkins, was strapped to a hidden mechanical rig beneath the water to simulate the shark attack. She wasn't told precisely when or how the rig would operate. Her screams and thrashing were authentic reactions to sudden jolts and plunges. Steven Spielberg intentionally withheld details to capture raw responses. The resulting scene established a new standard for psychological horror, immersing viewers in the character's terror. Bland later admitted the ordeal was more physically demanding than expected, leaving bruises as proof. Her genuine fear heightened the scene's impact and helped define the film's tone. Jaws terrified generations, demonstrating how authentic moments, even catching actors off guard, can surpass special effects in intensity. Here's Johnny and a real door smash. Tension sometimes builds only to explode, literally. One of horror's most quoted moments wasn't just frightening on screen, it was unnervingly real behind the scenes. In The Shining, Jack Nicholson wasn't faking rage as he hacked through a door. The power came from more than acting, it was sheer force and improvisation. His character pursues his terrified wife, barricaded in a bathroom. As cameras rolled, Nicholson smashed the door with an axe and delivered the iconic line, "Here's Johnny." That line wasn't scripted, it was improvised, referencing a famous TV introduction. Director Stanley Kubrick, known for controlling every detail, kept it because of its impact. Nicholson, a former volunteer firefighter, struck the prop so hard he broke it too quickly, forcing a sturdier replacement. Shelley Duvall, playing his wife, wasn't merely acting frightened. Months of intense filming and Kubrick's demanding direction left her exhausted. The scene's final cut blends improvisation, raw physicality, and authentic emotion, making it deeply unsettling even today. It captures a moment of psychological and physical breakdown that wasn't entirely fabricated. Real breakdown on a chaotic set. Sometimes off-camera chaos seeps into the frame, as with Apocalypse Now. Its opening sequence features Martin Sheen's character unraveling in a Saigon hotel room. What viewers may not know is that Sheen's breakdown wasn't fully scripted. Emotionally and physically exhausted, he genuinely struggled during filming. Director Francis Ford Coppola encouraged him to channel real feelings. Under the influence, on edge, and fatigued, Sheen punched a mirror, cutting his hand and smearing blood on his face. Coppola kept rolling, capturing the unfiltered breakdown. The result is a haunting portrayal of a man consumed by inner turmoil, reflecting the grueling realities of the production, which faced delays, harsh conditions, and health crises. Sheen's vulnerability mirrored the film's descent into madness, adding unparalleled emotional authenticity. This scene remains a landmark in war cinema, documenting a deeply human moment alongside the character's arc. Backboard magic in a sci-fi sequel. Some scenes seem too extraordinary to be real, but in Alien Resurrection, one moment was genuine and captured in a single take. Ripley, played by Sigourney Weaver, dominates a basketball game aboard a space station, attempting an over-the-shoulder, no-look shot while walking away from the hoop. No digital tricks, wires, or camera angles were used. Weaver made the shot herself. Standing about 6 feet behind the three-point line, the attempt was physically challenging. The original plan was to cut before the ball went in and fake the score, but Weaver insisted on trying. When the shot landed, the crew erupted, and co-stars' reactions, including Ron Perlman, were genuine. Director Jean-Pierre Jeunet was so impressed he scrapped any visual effects. The shot became a fan favorite, showcasing Weaver's dedication and adding authenticity to a futuristic setting, proving that even a single improvisation can elevate a film. Jewelry box gag. Not every iconic film moment comes from careful planning. Sometimes a spontaneous action defines a scene, as in Pretty Woman. Edward, played by Richard Gere, presents Vivian, played by Julia Roberts, with a jewelry box. The scene was meant to be a simple romantic gesture, but Gere snapped the box shut just as Roberts reached for it. Her startled, genuine laughter was so infectious the crew joined in. Director Gary Marshall loved the unscripted moment and kept it in the film. What might have been routine became one of the movie's most beloved exchanges. Behind the scenes, Marshall encouraged Gere to be playful, ensuring the hinge was soft for safety. Roberts, 23 at the time, brought vibrant energy, and her candid reaction perfectly captured her character's charm. The scene cemented itself as a defining moment in the film's legacy.